Hey guys, it's Arta Crystal McCoy. Today we're going to be doing a video of the Posca acrylic paint markers by Uni compared to the Master's Touch acrylic paint markers. We're going to do a little side by side, see how they compare to each other, see if they're worth your money. Because I know like art supplies could be very expensive sometimes. I got lucky with these and I've gotten a sale with the Posca paint markers. And I believe they were, let me see, I believe it was maybe about 200 for the 105 pack. I believe. I'm going to have to put the price, after I'm done editing, I'll put the price up so you guys know. And the Master's Touch acrylic markers, there's 24 of them for $30 at Hobby Lobby. Sometimes you could luck out though, and they have sales at Hobby Lobby. So sometimes you could get these for $15. It's like you could get them for half off sometimes. So I didn't get them off this time, but the last time I purchased them, I did get the sale, which was awesome. But yeah, so we're just gonna see how they compare and contrast. And for today's test subject, we're gonna be drawing Patrick Star from SpongeBob. It was one of me and my sister's favorite cartoons growing up, and I remember my mom hated SpongeBob. We'd always watch it and we'd sing the song and she'd be like, "Oh no, SpongeBob SquarePants." She never really liked it, but we loved it as a kid. I'm gonna be using this Artist Loft canvas pad paper. I got this from Michael's. It was, where is the price? I believe it was $8 for 10 sheets, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know they made canvas pad paper. So here's the paper here. You could see it's real foldable. It's literally just canvas, but without the wood part, which is really cool. Sometimes you don't really want to have the whole canvas thing. Sometimes you just want the paper. And as you guys could see, I did 2 identical drawings here. I already got the line work and the sketch done. So a little surprised Patrick. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to figure out the colors and then try to get them to match perfectly to his colors. And yeah, if you guys want to join me today, if you could like the video, if you could comment, if you want to subscribe, you can, but I'm not going to force anybody, so only if you want to. Well, let's get going at this. Alright guys, so here we go. I'm going to start off with the Master's Touch markers. The only problem I was having with the Master's Touch is I couldn't find all the colors, like the right colors, because Patrick, he's like this coral pink. So I ended up having to use the lighter pink in the pack because there wasn't anything close to that coral pink. So that's one of the downsides I'm noticing on the Master's Touch. I got the brush tip and the bullet point one. So I'm trying to go over with the bullet point and the brush just so you guys could see like how both of them are. But as you can see, they're really smooth. I really like them. And like I said in a previous video, it's nice that you don't have to shake them like you do with the Posca. They're just ready to go and you don't have to shake them. You just take them out. And it was just awesome because I noticed like the tips they were really good quality. You could see it's writing really well on the paper. So I'm going to mark a downside as not having enough colors for the Master's Touch. guys, so I'm going in with the black, and you could see that the color's not as dark like black as you'd want. So I'm probably gonna have to go over this with another layer, because it's just not as black as I want. So yeah, and then another problem I was having, it was the color issue again. So inside of his mouth is like a really dark red color, and I had no colors at all to match that. So I ended up going with gray, and I know it looks kind of bland, and I know it doesn't really go with like Patrick, but that was a problem I was having. There was no color that I could use at all that would match. So yeah, here I am going in with the gray. So like I said, that's another downside, but other than that, they're looking pretty good. This is on to the next one with the Posca, and you could see here I'm going in with the black. You could just see how dark that black is, like how like it just fills in that whole void right there. And I already know I'm not gonna have to go back in with more black, maybe a little, but it's not too bad. Another thing was here, I found the perfect coral color to match Patrick's color. So this was just perfect, and you could see how dark or how light those colors are and how really smooth they are. So I do like the brush tip on the Master's Touch, but these bullet points, they're not bad. Like I said, another downside, only downside with the Posca is like all the shaking you're gonna have to do. And I did notice when I first purchased these markers, they must have been left upright for a long time, because I got them, and if you saw my video of where I like activated all the Poscas, you could see like how bad all the paint was coming out, because someone commented and let me know that they did have a lot of air in them, and I just wouldn't ever known. So I had to shake these markers over and over and over again, because the paint must have separated. They must have been stored in a warehouse for a long time. So, and then another thing was, I noticed I put the cap on the back of that pink, and you saw in that it was all over my hands, so that was like kind of a mess. But here I am going in with the green, and this green, it literally was the same green. It matched perfectly as well. I'm going inside of his mouth, and I did find the perfect color for the inside. It's kind of like a wineish red color, and I do wish the Master's Touch had these other color options, but here he is. I forgot to go in with the white, so here I am going in his eyes with the white. You could see how bright that white is here. So I'm going in, and then I'm gonna go and get the Master's Touch one and get the white for this one as well. Go in. You're gonna see the white, it's not as white as the Posca. So here's the side by side so far. I'm gonna go in with some details, and then I still have to do the line work on both of them, but you could see there how they're coming out so far. So you guys are gonna see I had to go back in with the Master's Touch because there was a lot of white spots in the pink here. So the Posca, I don't have to go over it at all. It looks amazing. It looks really good. And the Master's Touch, they look good too, but it's just, like you could see, it's just an off color for him. The Posca does have more options, so I'm going back in with the pink here just to make sure I get all those holes and get it all settled. And then I also got some more markers out. I'm going to go in with some more details because he has the little dots. And I'm going to make a little bit of like a shadow to him. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. So for the last step, I'm going to be going in with the Master's Touch. I'm going to be doing the line work. I usually don't do this thick of a line work on my art pieces, but since we are doing like a comparison and a side-by-side, I thought I'd just do the bullet tip on the Master's Touch and just to show you guys like how you could do the line work with it. So here I am going in with the Master's Touch. And then the next one I'll be doing is the line work for the Posca. So my thoughts towards the end here is that they both work really well and they have their own advantages and disadvantages. The Master's Touch, they're probably going to be a lot cheaper, but you're not going to have as much color options. And the black and the white aren't as, they don't fill in as much as the Posca. The Posca, of course, they're really good. You can see the line work on this. It's a lot smaller. It's not as thick because the Posca bullet point's a little thinner. The colors are perfect. You could always find the right one. It's just the price are a little expensive. And then, like I said, having to shake them and the paint setting isn't fun. And with the Master's Touch, they're just ready to go. So I'm not really gonna give them like a vote or say which one's better than the other, because like I said, they both work well in their own ways. You could use them together and just create some really good pieces. So thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. All right.